I changed my life, and so can you. This was me in early 2016 and again in later 2016. How did I lose that weight and then keep it off? Was it all strong motivation and discipline? I'm pretty ambitious, but that wasn't entirely it. Was it a magic pill I take and continue to use today? Absolutely not. This was and continues to be no easy feat. But motivation alone did not get me here. What did get me here was and is a strong why. Today we're going to discover and gain clarity around your why that will help you move mountains when it comes to healthy lifestyle change. So what is your why? Why is the reason behind what motivates you to take action? Why can be as shallow as wanting to fit into your old jeans, or as moving as I want to see my grandkids graduate, or even more urgent, I want to beat my cancer. To truly make a challenging lifestyle change, the why needs to be moving and true to you. It should elicit an emotional response when you think about it, but you don't have to wait until you're on your deathbed to identify a moving why. If you're watching this, I think I can assume that you at least have a shallow why. We just need to dig a little deeper to find the why that will inspire you. So why should you care about finding your why? Let me first say that we all struggle around food and lifestyle. Nothing is wrong with you. We as humans are wired to eat calorie-dense foods. This is rooted in our early days where food was hard to come by and continuing our race was priority. However, while our logical brains may have a very convincing argument, our automatic behaviors often take over. You may think motivation is what is lacking to overcome your predispositions. However, motivation is very finite and stems from your why. A strong why yields a high motivation to succeed. So how can we continually fuel motivation so it's strong and we don't run out of it? We can do so with a strong why. This process is reciprocal. Your why or purpose is fuel for the fire. If you have a shallow why, question yourself over and over until you get to your core why. For example, you might start with, I want to fit into a smaller size jeans, and end with the reason why you want to be more assertive and confident. Shallowly, I wanted to stop being so tired all the time. I wanted to look better because I was newly on the market again after a breakup. I think a lot of us are familiar with the single fast. However, when asking myself why over and over, two things stood out. My energy level and depression affected my ability to be a good parent. I wanted to be a good parent. I wanted to attract true love into my life with someone who had similar values, and I wasn't my best self living those values. You attract what you put out there. Now we can dig a little deeper by identifying your core values and how they connect to your health. It's important to know your top core values when identifying your why. Core values are personal ethics or ideals that help guide you when making decisions, forming relationships, and solving problems. They underlie all activity, including the strategies used to fulfill a purpose. People decide what is good or bad, illegitimate or legitimate, worth doing or not doing, based on the possible consequences of these cherished values. My core values are family, entrepreneurship, integrity, passion, ambition, meaningful work, and innovation. So what are your values? What matters most to you in your life? What are you deeply passionate about? What legacy do you want to leave in the world before you pass on? Then, how will you order your values by what's most important to you? Then ask yourself, why are these values important? Perseverance might be an important value for someone because they enjoy the reward and personal growth aspect. To dig further, ask yourself why those values are important to you. In a perseverance example, that answer might be, I crave the validation and confidence that comes from accomplishing something and growing from it. Why are my values important to me? You can use your core values to support your core why. My deeper why is an extension of my core values. Because I value family, I wanted to be a better mom. Because I value ambition and passion, I wanted the energy to become successful. And like I said before, I wanted to have a relationship with someone who had similar values. My values continue to motivate me past reaching my goal. Once I reached my goal, I had to find new purpose to continue pushing forward. I fundraised a few of my half marathons through sponsors for charities that matter to me. Now my purpose is helping others adopt a healthy lifestyle through my content and influence. This motivates me to continue living a healthy lifestyle so I can be a good role model to others. Is there any way to connect your values to your core why? Or even ways to use them as strategy to achieve your goals beyond your core why? Here are some examples. It's also useful to consider how prioritizing your health hinders your values. How can you overcome these obstacles? Here are some obstacles that affect my values. How will you feel when you've reached your health goals? Now that you have a why, write it down and put it somewhere you look every day. Make it even easier to visualize. Use something like canva.com to make a postcard of your future where you reach your goals, or even your classic vision board. And just so you know, whatever your mind can conceive and believe, you can achieve. Write that why down, and in my next video, I'll show you how to set effective goals and actions that you won't give up on. Subscribe and stay tuned. Also, your support helps me further my passion to help end the obesity crisis.